Welcome back to Wheel Rev. Now, when we talk about the Hayabusa, there's always one question people ask first: is it still the king of speed? And while top-end bragging rights are always part of the story, the truth is, Suzuki has done something more impressive than simply chasing numbers. They've built a machine that feels alive at every RPM, in every gear, on every type of road. Twist the throttle in second at 4000 RPM and it lunges forward with a rush so linear and refined that it almost feels like an electric surge, but with the growl and heartbeat of combustion. That's where the genius lies. It isn't just about being the fastest, it's about being the smoothest. Ride it in the city and you'll be surprised by its manners. Despite the imposing size and presence, the throttle control and clutch assist make crawling in traffic less of a workout than you'd expect. The ergonomics, slightly relaxed compared to a pure supersport, allow you to sit low but not cramped, stretched but not strained. That's why so many riders call the Hayabusa the ultimate real-world sport bike. It's comfortable enough for hours on the highway, yet aggressive enough to remind you that it's still very much a predator. On the open road, the bike settles into a rhythm that's addictive. At highway speeds, aerodynamics are your best friend. The windscreen and fairing cut through the air, keeping buffeting minimal even without a touring screen. Combine that with cruise control that stays engaged even when you shift gears, and suddenly you've got a superbike that doubles as a cross-country machine. Take a passenger and they'll find a broad, cushioned seat and surprisingly accommodating pegs. It's a motorcycle built for long days, high speeds, and endless miles. In the canyons, skeptics might point to its weight. But here's the twist: the Hayabusa carries that weight low, and the chassis design balances it in a way that inspires confidence. Flick it side to side and you'll be amazed at how composed it feels for something of its size. It's not a razor-sharp 600, but that's not its purpose. What it delivers instead is a stability in corners that makes you trust it more the harder you push. Enter a bend, tip in, and it holds its line with rock-solid precision. Roll on the throttle mid-corner and the power delivery is so smooth you don't unsettle the chassis. This is a bike that wants to devour twisties as much as it wants to dominate straights. And let's not forget the soundtrack. That inline-four, fed by Suzuki's twin-ram air ducts, produces a tone that's both menacing and refined. At idle, it's a low growl. As the revs rise, it transforms into a howl that reminds you why this motorcycle earned its reputation. It's mechanical, visceral, and deeply satisfying. Pair it with an aftermarket exhaust and you unlock a symphony that can make even non-enthusiasts stop and stare as you pass. But beyond performance, there's the visual presence. Park it anywhere and it draws a crowd. The sculpted fairings, the long sweeping tail, the bold kanji symbol, these are design choices that separate the Hayabusa from every other bike on the road. It doesn't look like anything else, and that uniqueness is part of its magic. Riders don't just buy a Hayabusa for speed, they buy it because it's instantly recognizable. It's a statement of power, of prestige, of individuality. The 2025 color options amplify that personality. The glass sparkle black is pure menace, the kind of paint that looks wet under sunlight and sinister under streetlights. The pearl vigor blue with metallic mystic silver accents is a throwback to Suzuki's racing heritage, carrying that unmistakable pop on the road. And then there's the metallic matte steel green, a bold, modern colorway that stands out without being over the top. Each one wears the signature Hayabusa kanji with pride, a seal of authenticity that reminds everyone this isn't just another sport bike, it's the Hayabusa. Technology ties all of this together. The 6-axis IMU governs traction control, cornering ABS, and power modes, constantly analyzing lean angles, speed, and acceleration to keep you in control. Launch control helps you put all that power down without drama, while the bidirectional quick shifter makes gear changes seamless whether you're tearing down a straight or cruising casually. Even the TFT screen is thoughtfully designed, easy to read in bright sun, intuitive to navigate, and integrated with the analog gauges that pay homage to its legacy. It's the perfect marriage of tradition and modernity. And yet, for all the tech and performance, what might surprise you most about the 2025 Hayabusa is how approachable it feels. Yes, it's a 1,340 cubic centimeters monster. Yes, it can hit absurd speeds that few riders will ever need. But thanks to Suzuki's engineering, it's a motorcycle that scales itself to you. Treat it gently and it rewards you with composure. Ask for more and it delivers in spades. That flexibility is rare in machines this powerful, and it's part of why the Hayabusa has such a loyal following. It's not just a motorcycle, it's an experience, a lifestyle, almost a cult. Owners often describe it less as a machine and more as a partner, a companion that takes them further, faster, and more confidently than anything else they've ridden. And in 2025,